Hello YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch. We welcome you to the live coverage of round 20 of 36 of the Outlaws Sim Series season in the virtual Concord, North Carolina, where we continue to run to the playoffs with 7 races remaining in the regular season. Tonight we have our 4th road course race on the season with the Charlotte Motor Speedway Roval, a mix of a road course and an oval, with the 2018 version of the track, which features the treacherous back straightaway chicane. A facility many NASCAR teams call home, the Charlotte Motor Speedway is a driving distance away from many of the team's bases in North Carolina. The facility is equipped with many racing layouts, such as the 1.5-mile quad oval that us NASCAR fans know and love, the quarter-mile short track that is in action nearly year-round, the state-of-the-art quarter-mile drag strip, which has 4 lanes, and a 4/10-mile clay oval just outside the circuit. A relatively new addition to the NASCAR National Series was the 2.28-mile version of the Charlotte Road Course, which is going to be an absolutely insane challenge for these drivers. They'll be put up to it 50 times. Tight corners with walls on each side, an incident in front of you leaves you nowhere to hide, a back straightaway chicane where only the best survive, and I guess it's time to show you what I'm talking about with the usual road course track guide. Welcome to the Charlotte Motor Speedway Road Course, the 2018 version, and as you head off that final corner you want to be right up against the outside wall. Top of second gear, brake at the last red mark on the wall. Keep the car straight as you want to late turn in, hit the apex, ease onto the throttle for turn 2. You're going to want to have a wide entry, be off throttle, wide exit, and snake the car to the left side for turn 3. Same thing here. Use the throttle just a tiny bit to keep the momentum. Slightly tap the brake and set the car up for turn 4. Hit the apex and rock it on down to short chute. Get the car over to the left side of the blue line for turn 5 and let off the throttle and straight line the corner, because right after you hit the apex you're going to be hard on the brakes for turn 6, slowest portion of the racetrack. Very easy onto the throttle for turn 7 as it's quick. Manipulate the throttle as you're through the apex. Now lift and coast. Perfectly hit the turn 8 apex. Now watch your traction as you head back up onto the oval as you get a little break in the difficult, delicate dance with the 650 horsepower, 3,400 pound beast. Onto the straight here, look for the 5 on the wall and brake in a straight line. Downshift the 3rd gear and ease off the brake as you angle the car. Set yourself up for a fast, straight exit right back onto the oval. Full song once again and back into 4th gear. Ease the car off the blue line for turn 15. Brake at the first marking on the left side of the blue line. Straighten the car into braking zone down to 2nd gear. Hit this right side apex, quickly hit the left, and that is a lap around the Charlotte Motor Speedway 2018 road course. And that it is, and Charlotte Roval again, race 20 of 36, race 20 of 26 on the regular season, and we're here and look at the beautiful Charlotte Motor Speedway, the oval turned Roval, as we say. Tonight's race is once again, each week we have a charity in mind each week to shout out and try to support as much as we can. This week's charity, the Habitat for Humanity, and Habitat for Humanity is a global nonprofit housing organization working in local communities across all 50 states in the United States and in approximately 70 countries. Habitat's vision is of a world where everyone has a decent place to live. Habitat also works towards our vision of building strength, stability, and self-reliance in partnership with families in need of decent, affordable housing. Habitat homeowners help build their own homes alongside volunteers and pay an affordable mortgage. If you wish to donate to the Habitat for Humanity Foundation, you can either look it up on Google. It's habitat.org, or we'll have links, or we'll have our donation button on the Facebook page about the post about today's race. There'll be a donation button that goes straight between you, Facebook, and the charity. And yeah, tonight you'll have the beautiful cameras you see around here. Most weeks done by me. Not this week. This week done by Whiplash Media, which is Pit Stop TV's parent organization. Whiplash Media specializes in various sim racing resources, including paint schemes, stream overlays, iRacing camera packs, and more. Whiplash Media is also working on its presence in real racing, offering such services as photography, social media management, and public relations. Make sure you go to www.whiplash-media.com for more. I know a bunch of the crew there was at Charlotte Motor Speedway this weekend. There was some short track action going on, and we had Trey Shuttlesworth down there taking pictures. Andrew Cardinale was on production, and Mike for the broadcast here at the real version of the Charlotte Motor Speedway, and that's just a little bit of what they do. They try to get out there quite a few times, do some work with Pit Road TV to try to bring the real life action to life any more that they can. And yeah, coming into today, like I said, 7 races till the playoffs. So take a look at the playoff standings. Seth Berger has now taken over the number 1 seed in the playoffs. Malenko in the 2nd seed. He falls back there because Seth Berger overtook him in the wins column. 4 wins to Seth Berger's name over Malenko. Adrian Schumacher has overtaken Joseph Costi for the 4th seed. We'll see if that maintains tonight. Jeremiah Stutzman still hanging there in 6th. Tyler Markles moved up to 8th over Andrew Pratt in 9th. Garrett Velzy, the 10th and last winner that is eligible for the playoffs on the season. You'll see drivers with the yellow star next to their name. That means they have made the 19 starts and they are eligible for playoff competition in 7 weeks' time. Take a look at the drivers who are in but not locked in. Devin Smith, 45 points above the cutoff. Kyle Lingerfeld, 24. And Jason Miz, only 10 points above. Andrew St. Cyr, you see him 10 points behind the cut line. And I think we got some news that it's going to be Andrew St. Cyr's last race with us. So his run for a playoff spot will be coming to a close tonight. So he's taking on a new job, and good things are happening in his life, but he's not going to have the time to race with us anymore. Kevin Thompson's 18 points back at Jason Miz coming into tonight's race. James Gilliard, 28, and there's a few more behind. They're more likely in must-win situations as the amount of races left in the regular season draws narrower and narrower to playoff time. Next week, we're at the Lucas Oil Speedway, one of my personal favorite short tracks, but here we are, one of my personal favorite road courses. I think I admire this track a lot because of how difficult it is. It is an absolutely insane challenge for these drivers. They're going to have to do this 50 times, as I said in the intro. And let's take let's see what these drivers are thinking about coming into a race like this. Let's see if we can get a word with our most recent road course race winner. We'll see if we can get him here. We'll find the 88 of Joseph Costi. And Joseph, how are you feeling about the Charlotte Roval?
I feel all right.
I figured you would. Coming into today, you're pretty much the driver we look to on road courses. You've won 2 out of the 3, and you didn't win Auto Club because of your wheel malfunction. But other than that, or I'm sorry, no, you won 1 of the 3. You could have won 2 out of the 3. Adrian won the other one at Road America, but I don't think you were there.
No.
To be fair. But you're coming here to Charlotte Roval. A lot of momentum on your side. Did you know we were going to run the 2018 version?
No, I thought it was the other.
What was your reaction when you realized it was the much more difficult and treacherous backstraight?
I was like, man, I'll already blame him, Miz. I'm busting his balls for it.
Yeah, he did pick it. I picked I picked 3 of the 5 road courses on the schedule. I did not pick this one.
He says he don't remember.
He can say he doesn't remember, but he picked it. So one thing that's already been on my mind is how are you gonna handle lap traffic going into that section? Are you gonna just have to wait till you get out of there?
You have to wait. You don't want to pass in that. That's not a passing opportunity. If we were on the old one, yeah, that's passing opportunity all day long. And this version,
So you're coming just out of the infield section right now. Talk about the footwork you have to have in that infield section. Like I said in my track guide, it's like a dance.
Very, very light on the throttle. You don't want to be you want to be a little bit on the throttle, just barely enough to keep your momentum through the course. You don't want to, overdo it in the infield.
That's for sure. So how much confidence do you take into that chicane each lap?
I'm trying to get more confident at it. It's sketchy. I'm trying to figure it out.
So I don't know if you realized, maybe you could have assumed after the rough races you've had the past couple weeks and Schumacher having slightly better, he's now overtaking you for that 4th seed. If that means anything to you,
I just got to show up and be here. I've already locked myself,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just got to make those 19 starts. But over that, yeah. Does your seeding in the playoffs mean anything to you?
Yeah, let's see if we could get a W here, and we'll see if we can move up one.
There you go. You would also get past
If,
max
if my
service.
if my little kid would quit handing me stuff, quit handing.
All right. So I've made the prediction tonight already. I'm going on the limb. I think we're gonna get our first full course caution on the road course this season. Do you feel the same?
It's a high probability, very high.
Fair enough. And then you're second on the boards now. Do you think you have any more speed in that 88? Like, are you still learning the course?
It's just trying to put it all together.
Fair enough. What can we expect out of you today?
Hey, chasing that front.
Hopefully
getting in front and staying in front.
Well, we'll see if you can do that. We'll let you to it. Keep practicing the track. That's once you know it, it's not that hard. But that backstreet chicane is another monster.
Yeah.
We'll let you get to it.
All right.
All right. Best luck to you tonight.
Appreciate it, Emerson.
Yep. Thank you. And that was driver number 88, Joseph Cossey. We'll talk to the other, the second of our 3 road course race winners this season, if we can't get a word. Adrian, how you doing?
Pretty good.
You good? How's that backstreet chicane you just ran right on through? Different? So what are your thoughts coming into today? I know you haven't set a time yet, but have you done any practice? How are you feeling about the track?
Yeah. I've done some practice. I don't know. The sure I think the goal.
Do you think you have the slide? What a save. Do you think you have the chance to do what you've been able to do the other road courses this season and get up there and stick it to whoever is up front?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Fair enough. I know you're out there on track, and I'm pretty sure you're probably on Discord from your phone, and you're a little bit away from your phone, so the answer's coming in a little muffled. I can understand you, but I'm gonna let you get back to it. And yeah. Oh, that was pretty sick. That was pretty sick. Wow. Hopefully you don't do that in the race, but that was gnarly. All right, we'll leave you to it, and yeah, best luck to you today.
Thanks.
Right on, and that was driver of the number 88, Mr. Adrian Schumacher. And let's talk to the third driver to win on a road course this season, Tyler Markle. Tyler, how you doing? The Charlotte Roval is a track you've known. You've did a bit of racing on iRacing at this track, a little bit more than others, and you know, we've did a lot of races here on the heat games and all. 5th on the boards. How do you feel about it?
Hopefully better than what I've been saying the last couple weeks. So I'm just gonna not say anything, and hopefully I can perform.
Fair enough. Was your auto club performance? I know that was a long time ago, and it's different, but it is the other Roval we've ran so far this season. Does that give you any confidence coming into today?
Since I think this is the track that I've ran the most, NASCAR-wise road racing on here. I think so, but I never ran Auto Club, so who knows? That track before we did it.
Fair enough. In this week, did you know this is the chicane we were gonna run today?
I found out this morning. Yeah, I practiced on the other one with them the other day, and that was it.
How you feeling about it?
What the fuck?
Oh! Oh no!
Man, it was not a good lap, Chief.
Oh man.
Damn.
Um.
I'm disappointed. I was up like 6 times too.
How are you feeling about that back straight chicane now?
I was feeling great, but when you have to go between two people, I don't know.
Oh man. What do you think?
That's slow, and it just goes straight through people.
I know this track is difficult for a lot of people. What do you think is going to be the trouble spot today? That chicane, or is it going to? Do you think it's going to be maybe 3 and 4 in the infield? No.
It could be, but I think that chicane, since everybody else thought it was gonna be the other one. Yeah. Either way, the other layout or this layout, people are gonna have a problem with that.
That's fair. So coming into today, I've predicted that we're gonna get our first full course caution on a road course this season today. How do you feel?
Maybe.
Maybe. I think it can happen, especially because I still see people struggling with the chicane in practice. Wow, you and Kelsey are flying through there.
I was like, shit, he's fast. I don't know what to do behind me. He's gonna, run me over depending where I brake.
So something we haven't talked about is because the chicane is faster on the back straight, that changes how much speed you're carrying into the front straight chicane.
Oh, damn.
How does the front straight chicane? Oh, man, how does that front straight chicane feel to you?
Feels okay. It's just I brake a little bit earlier,
Yeah. Fair enough. And you're 6 on the boards. Do you think you can maintain this? Maybe even move your way up in the race?
I'm hoping a top 5, top 6 would be fine with that. A win would be nice, but I haven't had the speed in a while.
Fair enough. Well, we'll let you get back to it. Looks like you're having an okay time in practice, and oh, what a save! And yeah, we'll let you get back to it. Best luck to you today.
Yep. Thanks.
And that was Tyler Markle, driver of the number 42. And let's see who we can get a hold of now. Reese Schaefer is just going to a stop on the front straight. He's top of the charts with a 1:17.9. And let's see if we can get a word in with the driver who's top of the practice charts. Reese, were you expecting this kind of speed coming into today?
I was. I knew I was pretty quick, but I did not think I was this quick. Not gonna lie. So far, I'm really happy with what's going on out there.
Yeah, I consider myself more of a hot lapper when it comes to road courses. I'm like, I can only get like a 1:18.2. My optimal is in the 17s. A 17.1. That is blazing.
Yeah.
Has that helped your confidence at all coming into today?
Yeah, the big key I found is not necessarily the infield or any of that. It's just the chicane in the backstretch, or in the last corner is really where you make up most of your time. If you hit those with good speed and perfectly, you can literally shave off like a second of lap time. It's actually insane. So
let's talk about that chicane. A lot of people coming into today thought we were running the more newer version of the back straight chicane. We have to slow down to get the second gear and all that. We're not. We're running very high speed third gear chicane. How are you feeling about it?
I honestly, going through there, I feel really, really good. Like every time I go through, I don't really hit too much. Maybe the blue curb on the way out. It's pretty smooth. You actually, if you go too slow, it actually you almost slide off the track. So you kind of have to keep it up. The 24-hour race is coming up here pretty soon, and we're in the I'm racing the Dallara, and it kind of feels almost like that, where you just kind of like glide your way through and just make sure to hit the curbs, and it feels really nice in my opinion. So
fair enough. That's a very interesting comparison because the Dallara is a much lighter car than a stock car.
Yeah, this one, you're going through really. You only make like a small turn, and you go through pretty quick, so you don't really feel the weight of the car that much. So
that's fair. All right. So I know it's practice. Do you think you can keep this up for quality in the race?
I believe so. If it's quality afternoon or is it nighttime, I'm not really sure what's.
I think everything's in the morning. I think.
This is morning. Oh shoot. Okay. So if it's around this time, it should be good. When the track gets warm, though, it gets really tough. It gets super
I think
loose.
later in the race, it's gonna get warm.
Yeah, it's probably we'll probably see a good amount of wrecks towards the end of this race, but rather than the beginning, because the cars are a little easier to control. So hopefully, I just make it to the end. That's the goal right now. Just make it to the end.
It's another interesting thing. I made the prediction because of how many drivers were caught off guard by the back straight chicane, I've made the prediction we're going to have our first full course caution on a road course this season. How do you feel?
I agree. Today's gonna be the race, and I feel like it's gonna be like 3 separate instances at once. I feel like we'll probably get like a green flag, probably like around 30 or 40. We'll have like, you know, green flag pit stops will be cold tires, and then the sun's gonna be out. It's gonna warm up, and everyone's gonna be loose, and then we'll just be flying all over the place. That's what I feel like is gonna happen.
I was gonna say, because the rules for a full course caution on a road course is 3 cars have to be in an incident together. That I think that's very doable at a track where there's not really anywhere to hide.
Definitely, and this track is, it's what's kind of interesting about it. It's very narrow in some parts, and so you kind of have to be really careful. You know, because if someone messes up and they come back up, you really don't have much place to go. So,
Speaking of narrow, talk to us about how it is going through the infield portion and the footwork you have to have. I described it in the track guide as like a dance.
yeah, I would agree. You know, you come through turn 1. I'm braking at the 2 sign, then you try to wide the apex and make sure you get the most speed as you can come off the corner. Then when you come into turn 2 there, the narrow portion, you kind of just let the car ease into it. Then once you hit the 3 and 4, you kind of, what I've been doing is I've been just tapping the throttle and being very easy through there, because coming out of 4 is where you can make up most of your time, and you want to be basically as straight as possible coming out of there, because you run over that curb, and if you are just a little too much turning, or just not, if you don't have the car completely straight, you are in big trouble. So, and then the rest of the infield though, I think one of the most interesting turns is turn 5, because you kind of brake coming in, and then you get past the curb and you go really hard on the brakes to get through turn 6 and into turn 7.
Oh, you brake coming into turn 5? That's it.
Yeah, you know, I brake a little bit and kind of ease into it, and then brake hard, and then I turn right over the hill and go down, dip left, and then when I come out on the backstretch or turn 2 of the oval track, I actually brake, and so I can get an easier, better apex through there. So
yeah, turn 8. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, with turn 5, I let off the gas and then I brake right after I hit the apex, pretty much, for 5.
Yeah, gotcha.
And then turn 8, I'm just coasting, pretty much after I get through the apex of 7.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But you're top of the charts. You know enough as it is.
Yeah. You know, it's.
I was caught off guard by breaking into 5.
Yeah, hopefully, tire wise I can survive, and consistency wise I can survive. I just gotta, even if I'm not running, 17 ones, if I'm running 17 5s to 8s every lap, I think that'd be definitely a good spot to be at. So
yeah, did having a little bit of a decent run at Montreal help coming into today?
yeah, definitely, honestly. One thing that's way better about this track is the braking. There's only one major point on the entire track where you have to brake, and that's coming into the last couple corners. So Montreal, that track, you're just wide open and you're literally flying, then you just slam on them just to hit hairpins after hairpins. So it's definitely a lot quicker and than Montreal, and you feel you're not you don't really feel like you're losing the car too much, like under braking at all, which is really nice here. So I feel like that's why I feel a lot better at this track than Montreal.
Well, there you go. All right. Well, we'll let you get back to it if you want to get any more laps in under your belt. And yeah, top of the charts right now. Best luck to you in the race. We'll see if you can hold it.
All right. Thank you.
Right on. And that was driver of the number 17, Reese Schaefer. And I know we're going to have to get a word in with fan favorite and last week's winner, Seth Berger. Seth, you're up there in the practice boards. You're 5th on the boards, the 17-6. How are you feeling about the Charlotte Roval?
It's a lot of fun. It's honestly one of my favorite road courses, even though the cars handle horribly here. But that's part of the fun of it, to be honest with you, trying to muscle it around here. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with my time. There's definitely more speed out there for me to go get, but I just keep mashing the gas a little bit too much. So hopefully I'll be able to find it in the race, and I'd be happy with the top 3.
Well, let's go right into it. Talk about us about your footwork. I described going through the infield portion as a delicate dance going through the first 8 corners. How do you feel about it?
It's like you got an eggshell on your gas pedal and you don't want to break it. So honestly, I almost don't get full throttle until I'm at least going straight for over a second, and then I try to. I can't even match it. Then you got to gradually work up to it. But yeah, I use the eggshell reference a lot for this track.
I would totally agree with that. Coming into today, a lot of drivers fought. We were running the slower chicane, the second gear back straight away chicane. Now we're running the high speed third gear chicane. How are you feeling about it? And then as a driver, and then for the field overall.
Yeah, I was just informed of it today actually. So I had to do a lot of learning today for that backstretch chicane. But yeah, it's gonna be a mess on the first few laps. And if we do get any restarts tonight, it'll definitely be definitely the fan favorite turn right there.
I predicted today that we're going to have our first full course caution on a road course this season. How do you feel about that? Do you agree?
I could definitely see that. Yeah, it's gonna be on one of the first few laps though, unless you get a bunch of cars together.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that. And then I completely forgot until Reese mentioned in his interview about the time of day and the track temp. Right now, the session went up at morning time. How has that felt for you?
I practiced with the track temperature a lot higher. I don't know the exact numbers, but I do know it's a lot cooler right now than what I was practicing on. So immediately I picked up over a second in my all-time best lap. So that felt good, but yeah, I'm expecting the speed in the track to go away as the race goes on.
Fair enough. And let's talk about the season. Number 1 seed in the playoffs now. 4 wins on the season. Malenko has a good stretch of tracks coming up for him. Do you think you'll be able to hold on to this number 1 seed in the playoffs?
I would love to hold on to it, but I do know he's gonna have a good stretch of races. Maybe I can learn from him during this stretch, and if he gets the lead back, I'm not gonna be too mad. I'm way past my expectations going into the season already, so I'm extremely happy for where I'm at. If he takes it, he takes it. If I can hold on to it, I'm gonna give it a fight.
And you know what? That slipped my mind. For this, most of this entire series is all relatively new to iRacing. Everybody pretty much started sometime in 2020 for the most part. But you're one of the newest drivers in that regard as well. I think you got it like right as the season was beginning.
Yeah, the first week, yeah.
How has your time on iRacing been? Now that you've had over half a season now, and with the Outlaw Sim series and all that, and you said you've exceeded your expectations. What were your expectations?
The expectations going into this series, I had super low ones just because I knew how much more difficult it was to. Oh, that was a mistake.
It's a rough pit exit. It's a bumpy one.
What do you call it? I was gonna be excited just to get one win out. I was hoping it was gonna be like a wild card race, kind of like Daytona, Talladega. But it was definitely putting practice time in and getting a lot of the choking done in the early part of the season to learn a lot. And thankfully, I've gotten much better since then. I think my first win, to me, it felt like a hoax. I felt like it was just a good track, but the fact that I'm starting to compete for wins, trying to compete for wins every week is I'm extremely happy with that. And to have 4 right now is 3 more than I thought I would ever have.
I was gonna say a lot of people feel that after their first win, but you have started to prove that you're gonna be competitive week in and week out. That being said, you're 5th on the boards today. Practice is coming to a close. We'll let you get in the mindset for quali. Best of luck to you today, and yeah, hopefully we're talking to you on the other side.
All right, thank you.
Right on, and that was driver of the number 77, Seth Berger, and I hope Berger Nation enjoyed that. As practice is coming to a close, qualifying about to get underway in just a few moments. We'll step aside as drivers hit up their warm-up laps. We'll be right back. Don't you go away. Welcome back to the action at the Charlotte Roval. Max Service is out on his qualifying lap now. And we'll see what times are going to be put up with 8 minutes in qualifying now. Max Service working his way up the hill through turn 6. Very tight, slowest portion of the racetrack. As I said in the track guide, very, very fun little sections 6, 7, and 8. If you nail them right, it feels amazing. If you miss it a little bit, your entire lap time, your entire lap is over. Here comes Max Service through this back straightaway chicane. Let's see how he takes it at speed. Oh, hold on. Woo! What a ride Max Service had through there. See how Joseph Cossey's coming to the front straight away. Will he put the first time on the board? Looks like he will. Cossey will, by default, go top of the charts. Max Service crosses this line after him. Then Malenko. As they continue on their laps, we'll see what Adrian Schumacher is dealing with. Let's see what we can see coming into the chicane. That is cool. That is cool. Let's see who else we can take a look at. Tyler Markle, the first road course winner on the season. Here comes Markle through turn 8. He continues on. Zala has gone off the track, and Lingerfelt has gone off the track in their qualifying runs. Let's see what happens. Oh, man. That's what happened to Jacob Zala. Let's see what happened to Kyle Lingerfelt. Oh, it looks like his lap was already over, and he just decided. Schumacher has gone top of the charts. Look at him with a 1:16.68. Kazi's cross line in second. Let's see who else is out there. Farron Elam Jr. is coming around to start a timed lap. Jacob Zala's out there on a lap. Reese Schaefer has to get out there and show what he can do. Here comes Seth Berger. Let's ride on board and we'll see what Seth Berger, our #1 seed in the playoffs. Let's see what he can do. Woo! I can't believe Schumacher's at a 1:16.6. That is blazing. That's like a cup car lap time around here, I think. I don't recall what the cup cars run at the 2018 version of the road course, but Seth Berger's first lap will put him 5th out of 6. Let's see if we can take a look at Tyler Markle coming through the oval section now. Here he goes into the front straightaway chicane. He gets first gear through there. Does it help his lap time? Farron Elam Jr.'s had an off-track. Markle's first lap puts him 7th. I don't think it did. Stutzman has gone 6th quickest and has wrecked it. Oh, man. See if we can see what happened to Jeremiah Stutzman. Oh, he just got into gas a little too soon. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Reese Schaefer. He's starting a lap here. Or, I'm sorry, he's finishing his first lap. Schaefer's first lap. He'll go 2nd quickest. It's a 17.2. But it's still 0.6 of a second off of Schumacher's time. Out of nowhere for Adrian Schumacher. What a lap time he set. Joseph Cossey 3rd, Max Service 4th, Seth Berger 5th, Malenko 6th. Oh, and Schaefer slid. I think he's going to call it quits there. We'll catch up with Farron Elam Jr. on the lap here. Wow, and he's struggling, man. I mean, we'll see what he can do, but he is struggling. Yeah, Schaefer's last lap won't do anything for him. It'll be a 17.5, and I think it was that slide that hurt him. Oh, and a crash for Farron Elam Jr. Oh, wow. What an impact for Farron. And he's going to go out there. I'll give it to him. Good on him. Those Farron Elam Jr. continues his way round. Do you want to shout out what's on the what's on the docket tonight? And well, yeah, with a minute left in quali, we'll get through this. And of course, today you'll have some beautiful camera work. And a lot of the time, I'm the one who does the cameras, but today, no. Today's camera work done by Whiplash Media, and Whiplash Media is Pit Stop TV's new parent organization, which specializes in various sim racing resources, including paint schemes, stream overlays, iRacing camera packs, and more. Whiplash Media is also working on its presence in real racing, offering services such as photography, social media management, and public relations. Go to whiplash-media.com for more. Today we also have a charity that we shout out. We do it every week. We shout out one charity each week, which allows us to broadcast the final 30 minutes of open practice for everyone. And today's charity is Habitat for Humanity, which is a global nonprofit housing organization working in local communities across all 50 states in the United States and approximately 70 countries. Habitat's vision is a world where everyone has a decent place to live. Habitat works towards their vision by building strength, stability, and self-reliance in a partnership with families in need of decent and affordable housing. Habitat homeowners help build their own homes alongside volunteers and pay affordable mortgage. To help donate to the cause, you can go to habitat.org, or on our Facebook page we'll have donation buttons to the Habitat for Humanity charity that goes straight between you, Facebook, and the charity, and those donation buttons will be on our post about today's race. One more time before we get going with the race, let's take a look at the playoff standings. And of course, the wins in what order those drivers are in, they've all shaken up. Devin Smith 45 points over Kyle Lingerfeld 24. Jason Miz 10 ahead over St. Cour. Kevin Thompson 18 back. James Gilliard is 28 back after his stretch of rough races. Let's get through our starting lineup, shall we? And let's take a look at it. Here's our grid. And in row number 1, we're going to have Adrian Schumacher with a 1:16.681. Reese Schaefer over just under 0.6 of a second behind. What a run that was for Adrian Schumacher. Row number 2, we'll find Joseph Cossi and Max Service. Cossi, one of the drivers who have won at a road course this season. He last won Montreal. Adrian Schumacher won Road America. Row number 3, we'll find Seth Berger and Malenko. A couple of drivers. The drivers with the most wins on the season, 7 wins in row number 3. Row number 4, we'll find Jeremiah Stutzman and Tyler Markle win apiece. Tyler Markle won the first road course of the season at the Auto Club Road Course. Row number 5, we'll find Andrew St. Cour, who's possibly working his last race with us today. Doing his last race of the season with us today. We'll see if we can find him again, if he can get another run with us. And alongside of him will be Andrew Pratt. Row number 6, we'll find Farron Elam Jr. and Brandon Richardson. And we'll file back to the next page. We'll find Kyle Lingerfeld and Kevin Thompson making up row number 7. James Gilliard, Devin Smith, row 8. Jason Miz, Doug Solms will be in row 9. Josh McClune, Jacob Zolla, row 10. Adam Gardner, Garrett Velzy, Eric Peck will round out the field towards the back. And drivers starting from the pit lane. We have quite a few of them. Yeah, let's see who's all starting from the pit lane. I think Max Service might be one of those. And Max Service is starting from the pit lane. Oh, and looks like there was a crash on the formation lap. We'll see what happened. Or I think cars are just going and then stopping. But we'll see what happened here. Yeah, I think it's just pulling off the grid. There was no actual crash, I don't think. So we continue on our way with the formation lap, and Adrian Schumacher, our pole sitter there. Let's take a look at some of the race info coming into today. And of course, here at the Outlaws Sim Series at the Charlotte Roval, there's a track map. Looks a little weird. I don't think the oval turns are proportionate, but it is a road course. It's actually 2.28 miles according to iRacing. 76 degrees. The track temperature in Concord, North Carolina. Air temp 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 45% humidity. It's cloudy with 2-mile-per-hour winds. 55. I'm sorry, not 55. It'll be 50 laps. That should be changed. Yep. There you go. 50 laps today. 75% fuel loads on the cars. 5 sets of tires with 1 faster pair. Cautions on the road courses are 3-car cautions. That must be in the same incident for a full course caution to be deployed, and unlimited overtime attempts. So that is our race info coming into today. Once again, we'll just take a look at the qualifying lap times. Once again. Oh. There you go. It's a little weird there. But yeah, only 9 drivers took time. Practice. A little bit different. Schumacher had a 16.2. I didn't even realize that. What in the world? Adrian Schumacher is a different animal. Schumacher looking very stout to start. But look at the field work their way slowly through that back straightaway chicane. And drivers electing to start from the pit lane. I do not blame them one bit. So as we get ready to get to the action here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway Road Course, the 2018 version. 50 laps on the docket for tonight's race. Adrian Schumacher, Reese Schaefer, row number 1. Let's get to the action. The pace car heads into the pit lane. The field works their way through the oval restart zone. It's going to be green flag in the air, and Schumacher has a bad start. He spins the tires. Reese Schaefer has a better start. And oh, a bump from Kazi. Oh, here we go. This is not looking good. Joseph Kazi in trouble. Can everybody avoid? I think they did. If everybody did avoid Joseph Kazi, what a job from them. We can continue on. I think Zala had some damage back there as well. We continue. Schaefer in the lead. Now, I don't know what's going to happen here, because the rule in 2013, after September 2013, was if the leader goes, as long as the leader restarts the race, he can be beaten to the start-finish line by second place as long as the leader goes first. The thing is, that's for the restarts. This was the initial start, and Reese Schaefer did beat Adrian Schumacher to the line. Schumacher did spin his tires. They'll look at it. The race control will look at it, and I think Schumacher might have the pace to get around him anyway. But Adrian Schumacher, or I'm sorry, Reese Schaefer could get a penalty here via rule. We'll see if they rule in Schumacher's favor for that. Oh, and Miz has crashed into the tire barrier on the back straight. No, Miz. Oh, man. And there's a lot to look back at. We'll look back at the Miz incident first. just kind of straight line that chicane, huh? We get another look at it. This should tell the tail a little bit better. And Reese Schaefer's now fallen to the 4th position. And oh man, tough break for Jason Miz. We'll take a look at the start here with Joseph Cos. You know, we'll look at what happened with Reese Schaefer. Reese Schaefer has now fallen back in position. Schumacher hits. Kazi hits Schumacher. Kazi goes round. Seth had nowhere to go. Markle into the barrier. I thought that was gonna be more carnage, but they made it through pretty well for what it's worth. Andrew St. Cyr had an incident on lap 2. We'll take a look at that. Oh, and is this here in 3? This could be a spin in 3 and 4. Oh, no. He spun off of 4. Oh, man. That one hurts. And Theron Elam Jr. had an incident. Let's see what happened to Theron. Oh, off of 6. Goes round. Now let's see what happened to Reese Schaefer. This is the pass actually from Schaefer. I'm sorry, Kazi and Schaefer. Looks like it might be hard to find. Actually, we'll go back live first, and then we'll find it. And Devin Smith has crashed. We'll see if we can find what happened to Reese Schaefer first before we do all that. So here's what happened. Schumacher on Reese Schaefer for the race lead. Oh, Schaefer spun. What a save from Reese Schaefer. Let's ride on board and see how he did it. Yeah, he lost the lead, but what a save. He probably got a little slow down there. We'll see now what happened to Devin Smith. It's just the back straight. This could be the back straightaway chicane, boys. I don't like the way the replay camera's back here. Here he is coming into the chicane. Oh, he misses the apex. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, Devin. And then Jacob Zala had an off track. Was it just going wide here? Looks to be the case. So we spent most of the opening laps in replay. Let's go back up front where Malik goes under attack from Seth Berger. Vista battle for second. And Seth does clear Malenko. So move Seth Berger into the 2nd position on our road course. Good for Seth. Rebecca Berger says, let's do this, number 77. Mad Dog Berger says, let's go, Seth Berger. Mark Berger said quite a bit earlier. Berger Nation thumbs up. So Berger into the 2nd position. We'll continue to look there as Farron Elam Jr. is, oh man, almost making contact there with Eric Peck. Continue on. Adrian Schumacher now has an 8-second advantage, and looking very good for Adrian as he come down the back straightaway. Adrian into the back straightaway chicane. Biding his time. No need to be pushing. No need to be pushing at all. Let's ride on board with Adrian Schumacher and let's see how he goes a lap around the Charlotte Roval. There he goes through turn 1, easing onto the throttle. And Schaefer has just gotten by Malenko. Yeah, that right there, 6, 7, and 8, such a pivotal section. If you can make it through, that's a lot of your lap time there. The slowest, and then you make it your way to the fastest portion of the racetrack. And he's taking it much easier than you would on a hot lap, but that is such a treacherous back straight chicane. I'm taking it very easy coming into the braking zone for this front straight. And that is a lap around the Charlotte Roval with Adrian Schumacher. Eric Peck has now had an off track. Oh no, back in turn 6. Oh, and Devin Smith has had another crash. Let's see what happened. This is Eric Peck. Oh, he just goes shooting straight off in turn 5. And Devin Smith has not had a good day. Let's see what happened to oh, was this turn 1? Oh. Oh, he must have cut the back straight chicane. What? What's Devin doing? I think he maybe just missed the breaking point. But, he did have an off track later in the lap. Was it also turn 5? It was also turn 5. Oh, man, and into the barrier. Theron Elam Jr. also has had an off track. Oh, off the... Oh, was that off the back straight chicane? See it again. Wow. So that for Theron Elam. Back up front, Adrian Schumacher has a 10.5 second advantage. Has already put a driver a lap down. You got to think a lot of those drivers in the point standings, Miz, Gilliard, St. Cour, Smith, all having rough days. They're all in the points. Lingerfelt, at least in that points battle, having a decent day in the 11th position. That's a great day compared to his competitors. Kevin Thompson back here in 15th as well. He's kept the car clean. But everyone else, St. Cour's also, I think, kept the car clean. Had a spin, maybe. But Gilliard has had his fair share of trouble. Miz has had his trouble. And Theron Elam has crashed again, I think. Maybe he just missed the chicane. We'll see what happens. He is very up the track. I don't know if he ever thought he was going to make that chicane. Oh, he's going to probably go straight right here. Yeah, he's going to cut in. He's going to have to come to a stop. So, yeah, the rule is if you cut the back straight chicane, you have to stop where the oval restart zone is. If you cut the front straight chicane, you got to stop right where Theron stopped. And then Adam had an off track, and he went off track for 24 seconds. What was this? No, oh, man. Not turn 5. And Adam was not having a bad run at all, man. But, wow. Adam was 12th, keeping the car clean, and then tried to reverse out of the way. I think he found his way onto the other part of the Roval back there. Oh, and Malenko's had an off track. One of the front runners from 4th place. He gets back going. Right. Let's see where Malenko had his. Was it over here? Or was it also in turn 5? And Adam Gardner has crashed. We'll see Malenko. I think this is in the turn 5 for Malenko. Yup, and it was. But he'll continue on, and then. Yeah, Adam Gardner had a crash. We'll see where this was. Did he maybe cut the chicane, just have to come to a stop? I think that'd be preferred. Yep, he just had to come to a stop. He did not actually crash. So good on him. Well, back to the action we go. Adrian Schumacher, back to the live action, I should say. Up into the 10th, or I'm sorry, 10 laps complete already, and catching Farron Elam Jr., working his way by the lap car. Easy does it. Now puts 17th place, 1 lap down. Adam Gardner, next driver to go, 1 down. Wow, Schumacher, he is just blazing. Take a look at these lap times. Oh, 120, that's not bad. They're just not as fast as I thought. Farron Elam has had an off track. Oh, and he's come to a stop. Now, Adam Gardner has had one. He's come to a stop. I think he just cut the front straight, but Farron Elam is still stopped off of the back straightaway chicane. Is he waiting for a chance to get back going, or what's... He can get back going on that apron. Tyler Markle has crashed. Oh no, what happened to Tyler Markle? Let's see what happened to Tyler. He was battling Joseph Cossie. Oh no, did they go side by side into the chicane? A couple of road course winners right here going at it. They battled hard for Auto Club. Nobody gave, and Markle, oh man, into the barrier. What was Markle thinking? I know he wanted that spot. I know it's raised. I don't know. Maybe he thought Causey was going to give it up, but neither one of them wanted to give it up. I'll give props to both of them on that, but unfortunately, it hurt Markle. Markle didn't want to give it up, and he couldn't make it through. Man. Eric Peck has also now crashed. We'll see what happened to him after we get done with this replay. Wow. See what happened to Eric Peck. I think this could have been just a front straightaway chicane cut and come to a complete stop. It's exactly what happened. So anytime a driver goes from race speed to a stop, it lists as a crash on my timing and scoring. Brandon Richardson has been listed as a crash here, and this could be a cut of the back straight chicane or an actual. This could be an actual crash, I think. Oh, did he just blow an engine? Did he miss a shift? I think Eric Peck missed the shift. Let's see what. I'm sorry, not Eric Peck. Brandon Richardson. So let's see this whole thing. He's in second gear here. Or you should be in second gear at least. There you go. Easy. He misses the apex there, but that's no harm, no foul. Gets the car going. Does he downshift the first gear right there? Oh, man. Now, James Gilliard has had a crash. Oh, is this what I think it is? This could be in the 3. It could be a spin. A spin is much better than nosing into that barrier, and I would much rather spin than put it into a barrier. So, good on him for just a simple spin and keep it going. Eric Peck, I think, once again misses the front straight chicane here. Oh, he hits. Oh, does he reckon 1? Oh, no. Oh, man. He noses into that barrier. We'll see what happened to Farron Elam. This was a couple laps back, but we've been looking at... Oh, wow! What an incident for Farron Elam. Let's see this whole thing from Farron. And he was riding curbs like a cowboy and bam! Oh, wow. Now Garrett Velzy has had an incident. Take a look at what happened to Garrett Velzy here. I think this is a cut the front straight chicane and come to a complete stop. Andrew St. Coeur has had an incident. And that's exactly what happened to Velzy. Let's see what happened to St. Coeur. Could be the same. Cut the front straight chicane and have to come to a complete stop, which is much better than an actual crash. It just lists as a crash on my timing and scoring, and that's exactly what happened. I think now we can head back to the live action. We spent out 4 laps in replay there. Adrian Schumacher. Guys, you're not going to believe this. 18 seconds, the gap. Look at the gap increase. It was 10.8. Now it's nearly 19 last lap, and still gaining. I mean, what a run for Adrian. Wow. Roll Tide says 20 behind the wall, wrist still giving issues and car died. Oh man. Yeah, we just saw that impact. Oh, and we've had more crashes. Miz and Kevin Thompson. Oh, Thompson has nosed it into a barrier. Miz is slow on the track. And it's crashed again. Adam Gardner has had an incident. Here we go with some replays. Adam Gardner might have just missed his front straight chicane, which is, no, much preferred than an actual crash. Oh, he was coming in hot. He was never going to make that corner. He should have just cut it and come to a stop. I know he tried. What an attempt to try, but he was never going to make it. Let's see what happened to Miz. Oh, and Velzy. Ooh, what a miss from Velzy there. I assume he just has to try to get back going here. Kevin Thompson. Fortunately, I think this is a turn 1 barrier that we saw. And he'll carry on. Kevin Thompson, I think, is wrecked again. And Kyle Lingerfeld has crashed now. And Thompson has gone again. And we'll see what happened to Kyle Lingerfeld here. This is over here in turn 4. Oh, this is a turn 5 incident behind McLuhan. And you try not to hit the 18 of McLuhan, and he went round into the barrier. Kevin Thompson apparently had another incident. I think this is just right here. Oh no! Oh no, what was that? Let's see what happened on board with Kevin Thompson. That was confusing. I was confused. Oh wow. I feel like this is just a lot of replays, and we're checking in on race leader Schumacher casually. We got a battle back here, though. Oh, wow. We should... Oh, back service in front of Malenko. He was sliding there. Malico had some sort of incident here. He lost 2 spots. He was in 3rd. These guys have been battling all day for the looks of it, though. Or Malico just had to let him go. They caught the lap car of St. Cour. Oh! Max service. And then Kyle Lingerfelt just had an off. Right there. Oh, man. He'll continue on, though. And Garrett Velzy has now had an off. Oh, no. Not turn 1. He wasn't going. Oh, he missed the breaking point big time. Oh, no. Well, he made it. Where's the... Oh, it was afterwards. Right in front of the leader, Schumacher. Woo. I don't see what Schumacher is seeing and thinking there. Schumacher's lead has now dropped to 18.6 seconds. I know that is such a big difference. Schumacher, I don't know, maybe that and then having an off-settled line, but yeah, Schumacher has lost a little bit of time, if you can believe it. Oh, it's fluctuated actually, but it stayed stagnant there, 18.3 to 19.2. Once Schaefer's gotten in the second over Seth Berger, which I can't believe we didn't see that in the midst of all those replays. Let's see what we can find it. But Schaefer, after his spin, he was on it. Here's Reese Schaefer, who's been on his own. Oh, wow. Big slide there. I'm looking hard. Oh, here it is. This was back on lap 15. So 4 laps ago, Schaefer. Oh, did he just outbrake Steph into the front straightaway chicane? Bravo on Reese. What a move. I think this was we might have seen this incident, to be fair. Oh no, this was turn 1. Oh man. Oh, caution on the speedway. Oh no. Have a full course caution. Let's see what happened. Oh, Kevin Thompson's racing Jacob Zala here. Misses the corner. Zala spins him. There to go for Kyle Lingerfelt. And I'm sure Lingerfelt didn't have a great time getting through all that. Garrett Velzy had it off. And a full course caution on the speedway. Let's see what happened. Garrett Velzy had his off over here. He just really slow up the hill. And spun out. What? Very, very confused what happened there. I'm gonna guess that was the incident that brought out the yellow, because I don't see any other incident. Lingerfelt had another incident. Probably down here in turn 5. This is after the caution came out. The caution is out on the speedway here. Full course caution. And Lingerfeld crashed under yellow. Back into the barrier. Oh, man. Jacob Zala had an off track as well in this exact same time frame. Under yellow. Just cuts turn 7. Let's see here. Andrew St. Cour. This could have been a turn 4. Or, I'm sorry, French radio chicane cut. I'm going to assume that was that. That's what that was. Garrett Velzy then had an off. I think this was by himself, so this is less of a factor, I'd say. Yeah, that's right. We just saw that. And then I'm going to guess this is the yellow. So right on board with Kevin Thompson. Misses the corner and gets clipped. And then Lingerfeld nowhere to go. I don't know if that should be a caution at a road course. I don't know. I don't agree with the call. But, you know, I did predict we were going to have our first full course yellow of the season today for first full course yellow on a road course this season. And, we have one. So we're going to see who comes in the pit and who stays out. Well, I think everybody's going to come in after 21 laps. But Adrian Schumacher, our race leader, and behind the safety car, after pit stops, we'll get a word in with some driver. Well, wow. I didn't expect the full course caution to come out in the middle of the race like that. And I didn't expect a full course caution in turn 1. Or I'm going to be honest, for a very underwhelming incident. I don't even know if I agree with that being a full course yellow, but you know what? I'm in the booth, and I'm not race control. So I'll let them do their job. I'm sure they would, you know, allow me to do mine. But Schumacher hits the pit lane. Schaefer and a line back here. You got more back here. Causies, and I would say all the lead lap cars are coming in here. So into the pit lane, a lot of these guys come. McClune coming in as well. Jeremiah Stutzman stays out. Is this just to get a lap led as Schumacher leaves the pit lane? And Schumacher's on his phone, and his responses are very muffled. It's not his fault, you know. It's a road course, and I wouldn't want, if I can't be on Discord on my PC, I wouldn't want to, you know, have my phone in my hand to try to talk. So we'll go with Reese Schaefer, and we'll see if we can get a word in with Reese. Reese, this is the Outlaws booth. You got a copy?
I gotcha.
Right on. So it's been a pretty eventful race for you. You had a spin early, and you worked your way up to second. Talk to us about those first 20 laps.
Yeah, you know, I was, you know, cold tires spun in there, and then I was just clawing my way back through the field. I got past Marco, and then I passed Malco and Berker, the Swift team. Passed all three of them. Now I'm right behind Schumacher. He was Schumacher's super fast, but I don't think he's extremely quick. But he's definitely not as good as Montreal, but he's still flying. So
I'd say he had 8 tenths over you in practice, and then 6 tenths in qualifying. That blew me away.
yeah.
Is there anything you have for him in that sort of pace?
I don't think so, but you know, it is racing, so you never know what can happen. You know, if he spins or anything, he could definitely have a chance. But another problem is, even if he gets like a penalty or anything under a caution like this, I mean, there's only 8 cars on lead lap, so starting in the back isn't really starting in the back. You know what I'm saying? So,
speaking of penalty, I thought you were gonna get one for the initial start, or Or
Yeah.
do you think he spun his tires to your inside? or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, no, he spun him pretty bad. When I hit green, I eased into it and he slammed it, and that's why he got a really really bad start
Oh,
on me.
okay.
Or so this time he'll probably I know he'll do a lot better. So
Because I was thinking, back to the rule, I was going to say, the exception to that rule is, if the leader has a problem on the restart. But the rule is, at least in real NASCAR from 2013, Chicagoland, they put the rule in where as long as the leader is the first driver to accelerate, he can be beaten to the line,
yeah,
except for the initial start, and except if the leader has a problem, which he spun his
Yep.
tires. But
yeah. So,
fair enough. So now this restart, you say you think he's gonna do better?
yeah, I mean, he'll adjust accordingly, obviously. But it's one thing that's really interesting is that we only go 40 miles an hour around here. When we
Yeah.
come off for, the oval 3 and 4, so we are in first gear crawling. So
I was gonna say,
it's-
you've already had one experience there at the initial start going through the oval restart zone. How do you think it's gonna be? I know Kazi had an incident there on the start, hitting Schumacher in the back. Actually, do you think it's gonna be more hectic? Do you think less?
I think we're gonna have a caution right here. We're gonna have a big pileup coming to turn 1. Not even lying. So, because it was we barely made it through the first time, and this second time, it's getting a little more intense. So people are gonna pile up pretty bad.
Unless there's another incident on the track at the same time. What brought out the caution, I don't think should have brought out the caution. So I'll still hold that against my prediction of a full course yellow. But if we get a pile up here, then I'll hold that.
Yeah, I think what the caution is Jacob had a spin with someone, and when I
Yeah.
came out of turn, I think 5 or 6, there was someone completely sideways on the track. So I think it was two different instances, and they kind of happened.
Yeah,
So,
I think Jacob got into the 89, and Kevin Thompson was sat crossways on the track, and Kyle Lingerfeld
Yep.
couldn't avoid him.
Yep. So
So I guess that was, but that looked
Yep.
a very underwhelming incident.
yes, I know what you're saying. So hopefully here we get the fans a little bit more what they want. Just cars piling on top of each other. So.
That's not what I'm trying to say, but it was just an underwhelming yellow. But we'll let you get
Yeah.
back to it. We got to focus up here. And
Alrighty.
yeah, pretty much a little halfway break. We'll see if they're talking to you on the other side.
All right, thank you. See ya.
And that was second place driver right now, driver number 17, Reese Schaefer. And Mark Berger says, Burger Nation rise. And Berger is in third, so he could maybe pull a little heroics on this restart here, and we could see something. We'll see. But, yeah. The field in control of the number 82 of Adrian Schumacher. VIRacing.com Porsche safety car will pull off into the safety of pit lane. For the first time in the Outlaws Sim Series season, we're going to have a restart on a road course. The field works their way through the oval restart zone, and green flag is in the air. We're racing once again, side by side at the line. And caution once again on the speedway. I guess it was supposed to be a no-go. Looks like there was some contact further back. And it looks like that was not supposed to be a restart. Oh, and Malico's crashed. Or Malico has some sort of damage. Take a look at what happened here. Jacob Zala's crashed. Let's see what happened. Oh, maybe just a little bit of contact under caution here. Maybe Seth checks up a little too much for him, or yeah, I don't know. Look at all calm back here. Oh, big checkup right there. Wow. That was a shocking checkup. We didn't really have a good look at it. I think the same thing happens. A lot of checkups here. Oh, it looks like we just had a lot of checkups right now under yellow. McClune checks up, and let's see what happens. think a lot of it just going very slow around the racetrack. But, the lights are out on the safety car, so they got the caution off before the green flag, I guess. Let's see if we can see the pace car. Can't really see the pace car. Oh wow, what is the pace car doing? Let's see what happened with the pace car. What in the world? Anyway, we'll get back to it because I think we're getting ready to restart again. But wow, the Porsche safety car was crazy right there. But the iRacing.com Porsche safety car heads into the safety of the pit lane, and we'll get back to it. To the restart zone we go. Green flag back in the air. We're racing at the Charlotte Roval once again. Oh, a little bit of contact. Schumacher. Oh, Kazi into the barrier. Looks like everybody is pretty calm through the rest of the field. We continue on. Oh, and there's a crash back here. Gilliard and Velzy looks like they'll continue on. Now, about for the lead. Getting on with it here. Schaefer holds the top spot right now over Adrian Schumacher. Coming down the front straightaway now into turn one once again. Does Schumacher send it? He wants to, but he does not. Get on him. The battle's back here. Malico and Service going at it, and Tyler Markle in the pit lane. Let's see now if Schaefer can fend off Adrian Schumacher. Down a little short shoot we go. Schumacher, how aggressive will he be trying to get around Reese Schaefer? Here we go into the bus stop. Oh, good exit through the front straightaway chicane for Schumacher, and Eric Peck has heading off of the back straightaway chicane. We'll get a look at it. He's going side by side with Gardner into the back straight chicane. Gardner files through, and Peck. Oh, he just. Oh, Gardner hit the wall. We could get another one there, possibly. I don't know if they'll count Kevin Thompson as a part of that incident. Take a look at what happened to James Gilliard and Garrett Velzy as well on the initial start. We're taking very easy through here. Gardner with Gilliard back here. Gilliard to the outside of Velzy. They're going 3 wide now, and Velzy hits Gilliard, and wow. And then we'll see Joseph Cossey's initial start here. And I wonder if he just hits the same braking point he does when you're going full speed, and you're not supposed to do that off the restart. And wow. Yeah, I don't really know. Kazi not having a great showing. Battle for the lead continues. Schaefer over Schumacher. SCH. Says this battle continues. Take a look at the chat. Pace car can't keep up, says Kerry Young. Yeah, I was a little confused on what was going on there. So I'm going to apologize now. I think there's a little bit of frame drop recently. But we got that sorted out. Let me know how bad it was to y'all. But it looks like we're all good now anyway. But we'll continue on. What's going on back here? I know there's a battle back here. The battle for 4th between Berger and Service. A couple of teammates going at it. And Malenka part of that Team Swift banner as well. Markle was up there as well. And I think Markle hit the pit lane or something. I'm not sure what happened there. But for what it's worth, a very clean start. Restart. Stutzman's getting by McLuhan here. McLuhan must have had an issue in the bus stop. Back up front. Little couplets all around. But Schumacher being very patient with Schaefer. If Schumacher's got the pace, he's being very patient. I admire that. We go with the visor cam of the 82. I mean, where do you pass here? You know, down here at this back straightaway chicane, that's not really a passing opportunity. No, he wants to. Kevin Thompson's had an off. See if the leaders can make it through there. Oh, and Schaefer into the wall! From the race lead! Oh my goodness. Take a look at what happened. Mad Dog Training says, great driving, Seth number 77. And here's his battle into the bus stop. I mean, Schumacher was there, like, pressuring him, but Schaefer just caught the curbing around the right-hand side. Oh, man. I feel like Schaefer felt he could have held him off, too. But that really hurts. Yeah, wouldn't quite know what to say there either. That is rough. Man. He was doing a great job of keeping Schumacher at bay. I don't know if Schumacher wasn't pushing, but nonetheless, what a terrible incident for Reese Schaefer. That's gotta hurt. And Jacob Zala's crashed. See what happened here. This front straightaway chicane. Did he miss it and have to come to a stop? I think that's exact. No. Oh no! Is it turn 1? Linger felt back here as well. I think Zala misses turn 1 and puts it into a barrier. Oof. Kevin Thompson had an incident as well, and he spun off of turn 1. Well. Man, I really wanted to see that battle for the lead. I thought that was going to be a great battle. You know, Schumacher's being very patient with Reese Schaefer, but now Schumacher has his 9.6 second advantage out in front of the field. Malenko sat in second should anything happen. Seth Berger still battling it out with teammate Max Service. And Service going round. Max Service will continue on. Let's see what happened. Just missed the corner, I'm pretty sure, but we'll see what happens with this replay. Any downshift? Questionable downshift for Max Service. It's going to send him spinning and still in front of Joseph Kelsey, but Adrian Schumacher now has a 10-second advantage over Malenko. Kevin Thompson has now had an off track again in turn 7. I think he's just gone wide. Garrett Velzy is now crashed off of turn number 2, and he's towed. Let's take a look at the replay. And this is Velzy coming through turn 1. I think it's just going to be getting onto the gas a little too soon with second place Malenko right behind. Oh, he just slides through the entire corner. Malenko has to check. Oh, wow, for Malenko. And Seth Berger now closing up on Malenko. That could be a battle soon. Go back to the live action. And, yeah, I think it's time we go a little loud and proud and let the cars do the talking for a little bit. Whoa, Secor going into a barrier. Zola has crashed as well. This could be a yellow. And caution on the speedway. Well, never mind the loud and proud. Let's take a look at what happened. We saw a lot of it live. St. Cour went round, and Zala and Lingerfeld had their own incident as well. Zala spun and ricocheted back across the track into Lingerfeld, and this could have all been reactionary to St. Cour having his off. Andrew Pratt is wrecked it under yellow. Maybe you should just cut the front straightaway chicane. That might be a much better analysis. And that's oh wow, yeah, he had to come to a stop on this front straight. But back to this wow, man, I don't know what to say. That was rough. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Cleaning house back here. That was big. And let's see it coming at you. Not much of it in shot, but yeah, let's ride on board with Zala if we can. St. Cour there loses it. Zala loses it. Ricochets back across the track. Collects Lingerfeld. And then we've had crashes under caution. I think these are crashes at least, but we'll see St. Cour. This could have been a turn 4. I'm sorry, a front straightaway cut of the chicane. Catch a look at Adam Gardner. Oh, man. This is a spin under yellow. Hopefully it's just a spin. If anything, this could have been a spin off of 4. Oh, he goes straight off. Oh, no! Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. I don't. Man, oh man, I don't know what to say. I feel bad. I really do. He went straight off in 6. Tries to slow it down for 7. He's got to get turned the wheel left. He makes it. And pit lane is busy. Race off pit exit. Whoa! Is it going to be Malik over Seth Berger? Max Service 4th. Stutzman 5th. McClune over Schaefer. Andrew Pratt 8th. And Tyler Markle 9th. Kazi, I think he's the last car to lead lap in 10th. Devin Smith actually will get back onto the lead lap, I think. And, yeah, let's even get a word in with Malenko, because he was right behind. Not right behind, but he was around a bit of that. So let's see. Let's even get a word in with driver in the 2nd position, Malenko. How's the race gone so far, man?
Oh, just been enjoying them Dale cautions, some Dale wrecks, and those Dale spare parts.
Yeah, I was questioning the first yellow. I mean, it was 3 cars. I don't think it should have been a yellow. But that second one definitely was. Yeah, that... I don't know. I don't know what to say about all that. Moving on. What's it been like battling your Swift teammates most of the race? I know you've been around... So I think Seth and Max have been around each other more than you've been around them, but they've been up there as well. What has it been like there?
It's good to see, our team up here performing. Actually out here representing, Mad Dog's success sponsor. I know.
Marco was up there as well, too.
Yeah. I don't know if I don't think he's running the car, but. It's good. It's good to see, sometimes perform, I guess.
Alright, so clearly Schumacher is
better.
I was going to say out of here. Is there anything you have? Any pace you can find anywhere close to
I don't know.
that?
The past 2 starts, someone's punted him, so hopefully someone keeps punting him. That's the natural progression of things.
I think this might have to be a something from Seth Berger then.
Then it's solidified already.
So you've had a couple incidents, or well, not you. Well, you did have an incident. You crashed at one point, but you also had Garrett Velzy spin right in front of you in a blind corner. What was that like?
Honestly, driving behind lap cars, you just have to expect it. If you don't expect it, then you're gonna get in a wreck. Nothing surprised me.
And I can't recall what happened to you. I just know you had an off track in turn 5 on lap 9.
Oh, I had
remember
a mental lapse. I just drove off the racetrack.
Yeah, we saw that replay.
I went for an adventure. The hills were alive. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, so here in this restart, Schumacher ahead. You said your Swift teammates are behind you. What's the game plan other than I guess get Seth to nudge Schumacher?
Don't look like a fool. I'm gonna change it up.
And how are these oval restarts, or restarts from the oval restart zone been? I know Kazi hasn't liked them a little bit.
Kazi's found every way to wreck today. He's trying to compete with Dale. It's a running race to see how much debris they can leave on the racetrack.
How many X's they can get.
Yeah.
But how's the oval restarts been to you? How's the braking into the corner differently than you normally would?
Well, it's been fine. I don't think I got close to anyone really on the starts. The outside seems to be first car on the outside seems to get a good jump most of the time.
Yeah, Schaefer did both times. You think you can replicate that?
Nah.
All right, well, we'll let you get back to it. Let you get back into the mindset. Going to be restarting with 15 laps to go. Hopefully, we're talking to the other side.
Yep, thank you.
And that was driver of the number 7, Malenko. I always love interviewing that guy, man. he keeps it real with you. That's for sure. He's gonna tell you exactly how he feels. No filter a lot of the times, but that's okay. Real quick, apparently Jacob Zala had an incident under yellow. We'll see what happened if we can. Oh no, he just had to let drivers by. Never mind. We'll go back live. We'll see what's the situation as the field works their way through oval turns 3 and 4. And here we go. VIRacing.com Porsche safety car will hopefully find the safety of the pit lane. And let's get back to it. To the oval restart zone we go. Malenko, Schumacher, green flag back in the air. We're racing at the Roval. Everybody gonna make the corner around the outside. They're gonna still go side by side up the hill. Looks like all is fine. They're still going side by side through the infield, and I think everybody had a relatively clean start towards the back. Continue on now. Schumacher is clear of Malenko. Now Malenko under attack from Seth Bergen. Around goes Josh McClune. We can have another one back here as well. And caution on the speedway. Oh my goodness. Let's see what happened. A lot of stacking up right here. McClune. He's working with... Oh, Kazi was in... Oh, Kazi got on the curb and really he sent it down in there. And nowhere to go. Kazi spun. McClune. Jacob found his way into the 18 and caution on the speedway once again. And, yes, the field is working their way under caution. We'll try to get 2 interviews in. We can, see if we can talk to us. I know, Burger Nation would like a word with driver of the number 77. Seth, how's it going?
Not the smoothest, but it's going, man.
You've been, around your Swift teammates a lot of this race. How's that felt?
It feels pretty good. I mean, it's pretty cool that we're all right next to each other and we're towards the front, so that's always a positive.
That restart, we talked to Malenko just before that restart. He was saying that the past 2 restarts, Schumacher had been getting a little nudge into turn 1, and was hoping you'd do a little of the same.
Yeah, no, I did not do. I did nudge him in turn 1 a couple of restarts ago. Did not do it on purpose, but he said it helped him. So I mean,
fair enough. It looks like he's out of there. Do y'all have any pace from you or your teammates have any pace for Schumacher?
I'm gonna be totally honest. I don't think so. But I mean, obviously we're gonna give it a fight. I mean, maybe we could do what Reese did. Reese was holding him off there for a few laps because he got in front of him. So I mean, maybe we could do something like that. But I mean, if he gets clean track, I think he's gonna pull away.
Fair enough. What's the pit strategy here? Are you pitting? No, I don't think so.
No, sir. I am not pitting anymore.
Let's say, looks like we're all good to the end, and now we probably could get a slew of yellows towards the end.
Still got my faster pair if this turns into a demolition derby.
I was trying to say, is this race what you expected? Now working the 3rd full course yellow of the day?
As soon as we got our 2nd yellow, it was no longer what I expected. And this is the 4th one, right? Something like that?
Well, it's going to be listed as 4 in the timing and scoring, but that's because they have to throw the caution again for 1 restart, right?
Yeah, either way, 2 cautions was already out of my expectations. I thought 1 was already... We were going there on that first long green flag run, and I'm like, damn, no caution today. And then this happened.
Yeah, I said we were going to get our first. I didn't say how many we were going to get today. All right, so 14 laps to go. Assuming Schumacher and Malenko stay out as well, you'll be lining up 3rd. What's the game plan?
Survive the first lap and then try to finish in the top 3. I think the most difficult part is going to be the turn 1 and then the backstretch chicane. If I can make it through those, I think I could be good.
Is Schumacher pitting? Oh, he's faking it.
Oh my god, I got so happy right there.
I, I mean, if it went green to the end, I feel like he could still drive through the field. But
I also agree. As long as he didn't get caught up in anything, I also agree.
oh, y'all are getting the 1 to green here, so or are y'all gonna have the caution extended? You think?
The instructions for us has been screwed up all night, so it says 1 to go, but we're still single file, so
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not too sure.
Okay.
It's been doing that all night. Everyone's been confused by it.
That's fair. It's part of the full course cautions on road courses. To be fair, iRacing doesn't really mean them to be on road courses, but
Yeah, for sure.
they're fair. And then oh, wow, I don't even know what else to ask. I guess I'll leave it to. Do you have anything else to say? Maybe everybody out there supporting you.
Let's go Burger Nation.
Fair enough. Well, let's go Burger Nation. We'll let you get back to it, and maybe we can get another interview going here. Maybe we'll talk to your teammate Max. But best of luck to you,
good.
and hopefully we're talking to you on the far side.
All right, thank you.
Right on, and that was driver of the number 77, Seth Berger, and now we're gonna get a word in with his teammate, driver of the number 81, Max Service. Max, how's it been going?
All things considered, it's going pretty well. I mean, it's not been a perfect race by any means, but I mean, it's been all right.
Was this what you expected?
Three running fourth.
Three
No.
yellows, 4th place.
3 yellows, that seems about right. I mean, I don't know where they've been. All I know is people have hit the wall in the death chicane, and then there's been some pileups elsewhere. I've been
Yeah, I was gonna say none of them have
involved
been on
in
that back
one.
straight chicane.
I know Markle piled
Yeah.
into it, trying to go side by side.
That was ill-advised, but that's your teammate for you. He's back on lead lap still. He used his fast repair.
I know.
How about the pace from Team Swift Motorsports? They've all been up there. Marco, even before his crash, was up there as well. Do you have anything for Schumacher? And then how does it feel just as a team to be up there as, in the capacity y'all are?
It's impressive. I mean, considering I'm pretty impressed with myself here, considering I chose to run unsponsored because I thought it was going to be that bad. But we've all done pretty good, all things considered. We've kept our cars pretty clean. I mean, we've had our our moments, but we're doing really good as an organization here.
Anything y'all have for Schumacher? Any of your teammates have anything for Schumacher?
Aside from maybe a major dive bomb into turn 1 and then just like blocking for 2 laps on like a green white checkered, maybe that's about it. He's unbelievable at road courses.
Yeah, coming into today, I knew he was going to be fast. I didn't know he was going to be half a second faster than the field.
Yeah.
That's insane. All right, so you're lining up 4th on this restart. What's the game plan for you? Looking like you're going green with 11 to go.
Probably get passed by Reese, and then just try and keep the car clean to the end, and hope we don't crash, because I don't have a fast repair left.
Oh no, was it which incident was that used in?
After I missed the grid, because I thought the countdown was qualifying countdown, I came off pit road and hit Gilliard, and then Kazi ran into the back of me. So we had a ton of damage and down power on lap 1.
Oh wow. I had no idea any of that happened. What?
Yeah, it was Kazi spun.
Oh right. That's right.
As I took off, and then he was behind me, and then Jacob hit Gilliard, I think, or something, and then turned him right across the pit exit, and then we made some contact.
Oh, okay.
So I was down power for that entire first run until the caution.
Fair enough. And yeah, what do you think you can beat either Malenko or Seth? Try to get on that podium.
I mean, earlier in the race, I think I was a little quicker than Seth, at least. Malenko tends to fall off, but they both look pretty sporty right now, and I know Reese is probably quicker than all of us, but Schumacher up here, so we'll see how that goes. But I think I think I'd be happy with like a 4th place finish, considering I hate this racetrack.
Fair enough. We'll let you get back to it. And yeah, you'll be restarting 4th. Hopefully, we're talking to you on the first side.
Hopefully.
Right on. And that was driver of the number 81, Max Service. He'll be restarting 4th on this restart. We've talked to everybody up here. Couple of reasons why I haven't talked to Schumacher. One, he's using his phone for communication, so the answers will be really muffled. So I don't think the interview will be as high quality as we'd like it to be. Obviously, post race he could hold the phone closer to him. But also, I feel like I tend to jinx him after an interview. We'll let him do his thing. But with 12 laps to go in this restart, I expected a full course caution today. I didn't expect 3. The stats will say 4 because of the restart that shouldn't have happened, I guess. But nonetheless, it's going to be Adrian Schumacher, Malenko, Seth Berger, and Max Service. The front 2 rows. The iRacing.com Porsche safety car finds the safety of the pit lane. The drivers work their way past the cones into the oval restart zone. And we are back to racing at the Charlotte Roval. Oh, locking up and contact, and Seth Berger's going to go round. And there goes Reese Schaefer. We got a big one. Malenko goes around. Jeremiah Stutzman, Devin Smith. It's the big one at the Charlotte Roval. Caution on the speedway. Oh my goodness. That was a lot. Wow, let's take a look at a replay. I don't know what to say. I think this all started back here with Malenko. Everybody locked up, and Reese got into Seth, and then they all piled up. Malenko came across the track, collected Stutzman. And what a pile up that was. Wow. Let's see here. We're watching Stutzman now because he got collected by Malenko, trying to avoid all this. Schaefer collects Berger. Malenko shot across the track, gets Stutzman. Smith nowhere to go. St. Cour nowhere to go. And just carnage. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. That was massive. A lot of the front runners, besides Adrian Schumacher, were taken in that one. I'm sure Burger Nation is going to want to know what happened here. Let's see if we can get an onboard with Reese Schaefer. And we can see exactly what happened from Reese Schaefer's point of view. So here we go, up the gears with Reese Schaefer. Yeah, and that was great. We're gonna take another look at that to see exactly what happened. I don't know if he missed it. I need another look at that at least. But here we go, once again, up the gears. He gets past Service, is to the inside of Malenko, and everybody locks up in front of them. I think a lot of people locked up. The track got very hot very quick. I think for a lot of these drivers, and under the yellows, the tires were cool. They had heat cycles on them. Just a lot of stuff going on here. And take another look at that as the field went to racing. Not a whole lot anybody else could do. Contact there. And then a pile up. Yeah, Wow, I don't know what to say. It's see an overhead shot here. Wow. Wow, oh wow. And there's the restart pileup we were waiting for. A lot of us, unfortunately, we're calling that restart pileup for a while now. Yeah. Let's take a look at what happened here. So Schumacher got away from it. Max Service looks like he got through it relatively clean. Pit lane is open. Drivers have hit the pit lane now. Tyler Markle has now made his way to third. Andrew Pratt is now in fourth. Kevin Thompson's destroyed number 89 machine, somehow running, is still in fifth. Joseph Cossey's destroyed 88 is in sixth. And then from then on, people have hit the pit lane. And a lot of damage repairs going on back here. There is a lot to unpack in this one. And we'll see what the race on pit exit is like. Stutzman is rolling in. He'll be the first one off pit road over Seth Berger. Like Schaefer, Malik are repairing damage. Gardner's going. Gardner will come out in the 9th position. McClune 10th. Schaefer, Malika still taking damage repairs. Jacob Zala heading to the pit lane now. And let's talk to the 4th Team Swift driver. We talked to him at the beginning in practice, but we'll see if we can get enough word with him now. Tyler Markle.
They were just asking me, will Emerson pull him up? I was like, I don't know. I got one in practice. So.
What happened?
I don't know. I made it through. Don't ask me. I think Reese dived it in and then hit someone. So.
Yeah, everybody up front. Even Schumacher locked up going into the corner. And
Matt
Reese
went back to my stream and he was like, shit, how'd you get through that? I was like, I don't know. Because I want to go back and see it now, but I'm not going to do that. We'll dive in like him.
Yeah. It was wild. What I could tell was Reese, missed the corner a little bit, collected Seth, which shot Malik across the track, and they piled up behind.
Yep. Did you see my wreck earlier? When me and Kazi battled?
Yes, we saw that. What was the decision to go too wide in there?
I don't know. I just wanted to stay in front of Kazi. And...
How'd that pay out?
Third.
That's fair. You are ahead of Kazi.
Somehow, amazingly third.
And Kazi's destroyed his car.
Well, I got my what was it? Waiver on. It got the waiver on, not the lucky dog. The waiver on. Hit it under green. Stayed on the lead lap, and another yellow came out.
I was confused. I'm like, did Markle just pit under green? But
so I'm all good.
Wow, what a wild race it's been. Did you expect 4 cautions today?
I felt like I expected 1, like we were all talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know about 4. But the 4 cautions are helping me this week.
Do you think we're done?
With the way the
with the yellows?
Going? No.
All right, so what's the game plan for the restart? You're restarting third behind
I'm just
Schumacher.
gonna take it easy because I took it easy every restart and I've gotten through it all. So
fair enough.
That's just what I'm gonna do again.
So we've been talking to your teammates. We talked to Malenko a couple cautions ago. Last caution we talked about Seth and Max, and now you. Your whole team has been up here in a good capacity. You were up there before your wreck, and you made your way back up here. And of course, 2 of them got taken out in that accident. But you and Max are still up here. What's the run been like as a team?
We've been really good today. I'm amazed. And then there's Adrian.
I was gonna say, do y'all have anything for Adrian?
I wish, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. So we'll see. I have to get around Max first. And then I'm hoping Kevin back there in 5th will just hold everybody up.
Oh, okay.
Kevin, glad he's in fifth, but I know he's not too fast here, sadly.
He does not have a front end.
Unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, look at Kazi. No hood. At least on our screen, no hood.
Yeah, he
says
doesn't have
has
one.
He says he has one, but we
Oh.
all don't see one. So
He's made his way. He's made friends with a few tire barriers, so I could see why he
I
doesn't
agree.
have one.
yeah, especially that first corner, he keeps locking it up.
Yeah. So I know you've been taking them easy, but from you, like, what do you think is the most trouble on these restarts? The fact that you're just going faster into turn 1 than you normally are, or what do you think is happening?
For all of them, I think it is like for at least Kazi. I'm amazed that he's done it two times now.
He did it twice, yeah. The first 2 restarts.
Yeah, he's done. He did what Chase Elliott did twice or something, or whoever the hell it was.
Yeah, Chase did it.
I don't know. I've been taking it easy because I knew what happened in all those races, and I just took what happened there, and like, let's just go slower. And doing that, I don't really have to have my black flag cleared either. So
Mhm. That's fair. But did they clear everybody's black flag?
yeah.
Okay. I didn't know what's exactly the process. All right. We'll let you get back to it here. Y'all are coming through the back straight chicane, so I'll let you get back into the mindset of the restart. Restarting with 7 laps to go, and hopefully we're talking to the other side of it.
Yep, hopefully.
Right on. And that was driver of the number 42, Tyler Markle. And, yeah. Let's see the chat. Mark Berger says, nice job, number 17. Dan Crespo says, caution, get it, Seth Berger. That's fair, yeah. Seth, is going to be able to do something here. We'll see what happens. But as the field works their way through the restart zone, the iRacing.com Porsche safety car finds the safety of pit lane. Adrian Schumacher, max service, green flag in here. We're racing at the Charlotte Roval. Schumacher has a bad restart. They're going 3 wide now. Schumacher sending it to the inside of Tyler Markle. Max service to the race lead. 7 laps to go. Piling up in the back, it's Gilliard and Adam Gardner. They continue on. Back up front, Tyler Markle up ahead of Adrian Schumacher. Joseph Kelsey up to 3rd. Andrew Pratt has had a crash. He's gone round. Now back up front. We'll see how aggressive Schumacher's going to be trying to get around Tyler Markle. Reese Schaefer has had a crash. Back up front. The top 4 are nose to tail. Does Tyler Markle have anything for max service? Markle's got a good exit out of the front straight chicane. Here he goes. Is he going to send it? He's got the position. It's 6 laps to go. Service lets Tyler Markle by. Tyler Markle to the race lead. He gets the wall. Both max service. Adrian Schumacher go by. Schumacher trying to get a 2-for-1 special. He gets clear of max service out of nowhere. Joseph Kelsey now to the back bumper of max service. How aggressive will Kelsey be? Trying to get around max service. He peeks to the inside. He's not going to send it yet. Side by side, these two go through turn 6 and 7. Kelsey still fights hard on the outside. Eric Peck has had a crash. Around the outside, Kelsey now tries to put the power down. Does he have anything for Adrian Schumacher? He's still got to get by max service first, though. In the bus stop chicane, max service clears Kazi. Right back at it. Service has a bad chicane. Here comes Kazi to the inside. Service is going to be able to send it back into the chicane. He's going to get cleared by Joseph Kelsey. 5 laps to go. Kazi has a bad chicane. Max service with the crossover. The battle for second. That continues, but now Schumacher has a 3-second advantage. Kazi still fighting hard on max service. Almost contact between the two. They still go side by side through the infield. Now Kazi files in line, tries to set it up the inside in the 4. Kazi will clear Max Service. Tyler Markle inserts himself into the mix, and Stutzman into the top 5. Schumacher driving away. Eric Peck has had a crash in turn 1. Doug Solms is heading off. Going very slow in the short shoe. Now Kazi tries to chase down Adrian Schumacher. Down the back straightaway we go. Looks like all is calmed down a little bit up front. Let's take a look at the restart incident. And this is Adam Gardner and James Gilliard. A lot of stacking up. Gilliard sends it, and wow. So that happened. And Reese Schaefer had his incident off of turn number 8. This is back here. They have to pass Andrew Pratt. Oh, and his teammate! Jacob Zala wrecked his teammate! Wow. We continue on up front. Max Service, Tyler Markle, Jeremiah Stutzman. They battle for the final podium position. Joseph Kazi tries to chase down Adrian Schumacher, but Schumacher's lead has stayed stagnant at 3 seconds with 3.5 laps to go. And Miz has had an incident. Looks like he'll continue. Stutzman on Tyler Markle for 4th. Stutzman with a send. Does Max have anything for Joseph Kazi? 3 laps to go. Max reeling in the 88. Two and a half laps to go at the Charlotte Roval. Max tried to chase down Joseph Kazi for the 2nd position. Schumacher's advantage up over the field is now 4.2 seconds in gaining. 2 laps to go for the 82 of Adrian Schumacher, trying to get his 3rd win on the season. Joseph Kazi now making away with 2nd place, a 1.5 ahead of Max Service. Tyler Markle trying to chase down his teammate to see if he can snag a podium. Seth Berger tried to close up on Malenko for 6th. And Jacob Zala's crashed again. He just spin off of turn 8. We'll take a look at the replay. Oh no, it was after the chicane probably. See here. Yep. Wow. Pile drives that wall. We go back live as Stutzman. Sorry, Malenko under attack from Seth Berger into the chicane. A curb hop from Malenko. Schumacher takes the white flag. 1 lap to go at the Charlotte Roval. Seth Berger on Malenko. He'll complete the pass. Seth Berger into the 6th position. We're not done yet. Jeremiah Stutzman might have something for Tyler Markle. Stutzman slams the wall off of turn 7. Can he get the power down? Adrian Schumacher into the back straightaway chicane. 3.8 seconds is advantage. Cause of a monstrous chicane. It's not going to be enough. Stutzman has a run on Tyler Markle. This battle's going to go to the line. But coming through the final corner, Adrian Schumacher, for the 3rd time this season, will win at the Charlotte Roval. The battle for 4th, Stutzman, Markle. Markle will hold on to for maybe. And Markle does get 4th. Spinning, sliding to the line. Schaefer will come home in 8th. Clune 9th, Kevin Thompson. Under attack from Andrew Pratt. For 10th, Thompson will get 10th over Andrew Pratt. And Adam Gardner will come home 12th, and for Adrian Schumacher. What a race. This was his race. As much as it was in Road America, this was his. He led like all but like 5 laps. This was insane. And here comes Schumacher. The front straightaway. Trying to lap Zola. He's going to send it and he's going to jump turn 1. What a jump. And he's destroyed the car. And what a celebratory airtime. Is that thing gonna still be able to do donuts? I don't think so, but I think he might try. Wow. And good on Adrian Schumacher. I'm gonna try to get interviews with the top 3. And we'll start with Max Service. And Max, talk to us about that restart, battling with Joseph Kazi.
It's fun. I mean, he was really good. There's no doubt about that. But I didn't think I could hold him off. But he had a little damage, but obviously not enough to equal our paces.
So how was that? I mean, what kind of pressure were you in? Did you think if you could have well, let's go back. The restart, you get around Adrian Schumacher. What's going through your mind then?
I was real concerned that I jumped the start because I think I went a little bit before him because I thought he was going, but he didn't go. Like he took off and then he didn't take off. And then I don't know what happened to him. He just, I guess, missed a shift or something. And then, I don't know, Marco was pressuring me really, really good. Marco had pace, which was fantastic for him. I thought he was going to get the lead there and maybe pull away and take the win. But Adrian charged back hard and got us the next lap into one when Marco had a dive on me. He took it 3 wide and got the lead there.
I was just about to ask, with that, I know y'all are going for the win and all. Do you feel like Marco compromised your shot at the win because it allowed Adrian to pretty much get a 2-for-1 special right there? Or
Adrian was gonna get by
Okay.
regardless. I didn't have the pace for him. I mean, he pulled away from like 6 seconds on me in 6 laps. So there's no way I was holding him off, short of dumping him, which I'm not about to do that. But it just made the inevitable happen a little quicker, and maybe Kazi wouldn't have got there, but I think he would have got there too. So all in all, a really good day for us here. I'm pretty happy with a third place run at the Roval after forgetting to grid at the start of the race.
Oh, you forgot that? I thought you did that on purpose. I was like, I was questioning it,
Mm-mm.
but then I thought maybe you just didn't want to get into like a start pile up or something.
No, I got distracted with
All right, you said.
I thought it was quali, yeah.
Wow. And none of your teammates told you to grid.
Well, I just kind of forgot. They weren't paying attention, obviously.
What good teammates to tell you to grid? I'd take it up with
we're the-
them in the Monday debrief.
No. I don't know about that. You know. I mean,
I'm kidding, but from the standpoint of Team Swift, it was you and Mark who finished third and fourth, and then Seth and Malik go sixth and seventh. That's not representative of where they would have finished if it wasn't for the restart pile up they had about 10 laps earlier. So you're the lone Team Swift driver on the podium. I guess once again, just what does it mean for this kind of a run for Team Swift?
it's pretty good. We ran really good all day. I think we were 2, 3, 4 at one point, so that was nice. And then I spun and tried to ruin that all. And but overall, we ran really, really good as a team, and it's nice to see because usually we're not. We usually have 2 cars running good and 2 cars running bad. So we had all 4 cars run pretty solid today, which was good to see. Nice to see Marco up here too.
Fair enough, yeah. All right, next week, Lucas Oil. Way different animal. A short track, but the outside is a lane. How do you feel about it?
I feel like it's a Malenko kind of race. Unless he bottles it somehow. I think he's got it in the bag. So we won't even think about winning there, but I don't know. We'll see if he wants to choke it.
All right. Well, we'll leave you to it. Congratulations on the third place finish, and yeah, best luck to you next week.
I have to add something
Go for
too.
it. Go for it.
Reese would like to apologize to Burger Nation here. That was certainly not intentional, dumping our Lord and Savior in turn 1.
All right.
That's all I have.
Fair enough. Good on Reese to get the apology out there. We had, well, we just went down from 14 to 9 viewers, so hopefully some of Burger Nation heard that. But
well, they'll just attack Reese. It doesn't matter. It's just Reese. He's not a Team Swift member.
it's just Reese. All right. Congratulations on the third place finish. Best of luck to you next week at Lucas Oil, and thank you for passing that message along too.
Thank you.
Right on, and that was third place finisher, driver of the number 81, Max Service. And now let's talk to our second place finisher, Joseph Kazi. How did you take that piece of mangled steel to second place?
I don't know. I don't know how many times I had to be a dingus and run into the turn 1 wall.
Oh man, talk to about that. What happened there? Were you just breaking at the same point, or?
I'm just fucking. I wasn't expecting to do that. You know, having to do that way was a lot different for me. I'm guessing, and that's what made me, I guess, go stupid mode and freaking just run into the fucking wall.
Not once, but twice.
Yeah.
Talk to us about your race. It looked rough, but you managed to get that thing to second. How was it working through the field and then missing the pile up on the other side and all that?
It was great when we got rolling. Like I felt like if this would have went probably maybe green the whole way and I didn't have to run into the stupid wall. I noticed even when I had the damage on the very first lap after tires were off, I was faster than most of the field after, like, I don't know, like halfway through the run, I would say halfway to 3/4. because I was watching my telemetry with Caps, and it was saying I was clicking off faster laps than St. Core and them.
So talk about that final restart. Max Service, Tyler Markle get out in front first. Then they get the battling. And then Schumacher swoops in. And he goes by. And then you come up and you get into a Max Service. What's all going through your mind watching all that and then being a part of it?
I was just glad to be back up there. When we got that last caution, I was just licking my chops. I was like, yes! And then I just had to work on Max a little bit. I didn't want to beat him up too bad. I know I bumped him a little bit, roughed him up a little bit, but I got past him and I just tried to check out after that.
Fair enough. Once you got clear, anything you had for Schumacher, or was he?
It would, like I said, it probably would have had to go to a longer run. I think he had the more short run speed, if anything, and I had a longer run type speed.
Fair enough. Next week we're at Lucas Oil. How we feeling?
Oh, I love that track.
I love it too. I put it on the schedule.
Good. I love that track. I got a buddy that used to race with a controller, and he spanked my ass at that track.
Oh, wow.
He taught me his secrets, so I'm looking forward to that track.
That should be fun. So I guess that wraps it up. Congratulations on the second place finish. Best luck to you next week at Lucas Oil. And yeah.
Appreciate it, Emerson.
Right on. Thank you.
Thank you.
And now we're going to talk to the man that absolutely obliterated the field today, Adrian Schumacher. Adrian, what was that like?
It was something. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, this was your race. I think the only lap you didn't lead laps you didn't lead were when Reese got by you on a restart. What happened there? If you recall, even.
I just know the wall there comes quickly. I tried cornering like even tighter just so I wouldn't knock him up into the wall or anything. So he had the better runoff, and then that's it.
It's fair enough. What happened on that last restart? You had trouble on a lot of the restarts. Looked like traction was an issue, but what happened on that last one?
Wouldn't go into second.
Oh, wow.
So.
Like, did it not go into second at all after that?
No, it went right into neutral. I was pushing in the clutch, trying to rev match, and still wouldn't go in.
So did you have to do that entire stint in third gear?
No, it kind of fixed itself after the restart.
Oh, okay.
But just there.
If you don't mind me asking, what kind of wheel and shifter do you have?
I have that Thrustmaster T150 and Thrustmaster shifter.
Okay. I was sorry. I had an issue with the Logitech shifter that sounded like the exact same thing. But that's all right. Back to the race. I mean, I know you had a pretty good statement win at Road America. How does this one feel? Later into the season, third win on the season. You're up there thinking now you're the third seed in the playoffs. How does this all feel?
It feels pretty good. Coming up on about like 6 months on iRacing, and just to develop that fast into a road racer feels good.
Yeah, fair. I totally agree there. Sorry, I blinked for a minute. So you've been turning it up on the ovals recently as well. You've been up there in the top 5 and duking it out a lot, like at Kansas, I remember. So paired with these road course dominating victories, your runs on the ovals, are you feeling more confident now about maybe doing something in the postseason? in the playoffs?
Yeah, yeah. Definitely tracks that I enjoy running, but for me to get that extra pace, I think I'm gonna have to do more practice because I only get on for like probably uh, 3 to 5 hours a week.
All right. We're watching it right now. The celebration jump you did.
Go to TV3. That's like the best camera view, like Dukes of Hazard type stuff.
Oh, I was say I don't have a default camera view, but now yeah, I do now. Let's let's take a look at this. Yeah, you blew right on by the 4. How was lap traffic today? I know you had to encounter them a bit.
They were pretty giving. Had a few I had to kind of fight around. But for the most part, people were getting out of the way, obeying the blue flags. I didn't have to screech blue flag like Sebastian Vettel.
That yeah, that's a thing. I was just trying to get through your entire your entire jump and then your burnout. I like the attempt of the burnout on the French straight. So next week we're at Lucas Oil. Have you ever been there? Do you know what that track is like?
I do not even know it existed.
I'll tell you right now, it is an oval where it's all about the outside lane. It's a short track all about the outside lane. It's an interesting one. But well, I was gonna ask how are you feeling about that, and what do you think? What kind of a performance you can put on there? But if you don't even know the track, I don't know what to ask in regards to that.
I looked at the schedule like probably a week ago. Like, what the hell is Lucas Oil?
Yeah, it's a flat oval.
All right.
Yeah, I put that on the schedule. I'm sorry. But yeah. Third win on the season. You got Daytona Road Course coming up? That's the final road course on the season in the playoffs. But is there maybe some oval races you can snag in the coming weeks?
I think it depends if I have the pace or something goes my way at the end. Like, I don't see me absolutely running away with it, like on road courses.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I've kept you here long enough. This has gone pretty long. I'm sure you're probably just wondering. You want to get out of here. But congratulations on the win. It was absolutely dominating. It was honestly, we didn't get a lot of you on TV except the restarts because you were so far out. And the first green flag run was a lot of replays of other people's incidents. But nonetheless, congratulations on the win, and best of luck to you next week at Lucas Oil. I think you're moving into the third seed of the playoffs, so pretty big power move right there.
Thanks.
Right on. And that was driver of the number 82, Adrian Schumacher, and just what a race. Again, I expected cautions. I didn't expect that many. I expected a caution. I did not expect the entire field to have some mental lapses, but nonetheless, yeah, a little housekeeping to do. Of course, today's charity was Habitat for Humanity, and what we do is we pick the charity each week, and it allows us to broadcast the final 30 minutes of practice. We do it just in charity, in the name of charity, try to get them recognition and some sort of support. And Habitat for Humanity is a global nonprofit housing organization working in local communities across all 50 states in the United States and approximately 70 countries. Habitat's vision is of a world where everyone has a decent place to live. Habitat works towards our vision by building strength, stability, self-reliance, and partnership with families in need of decent, affordable housing. Habitat homeowners help build their own homes alongside volunteers and pay an affordable mortgage. So If you wish to donate to the Habitat for Humanity, you go to habitat.org, or on our Facebook page, we're going to have posts about today's race. And on there, there'll be a donation button that goes straight between you, Facebook, and the charity. And, yeah, please consider donating to the Habitat for Humanity. They do a lot of great things for many communities around. And I'm sure they help out a lot of people. And any support they can get would be much appreciated. The cameras today, they were done by Whiplash Media. Usually I do a lot of camera work, or I have another camera pack or something of that nature. It's a lot of the iris cameras, but today, no, I got these cameras from Whiplash Media, and they're great. They're Pit Stop TV's parent organization. Whiplash Media specializes in various sim racing resources, including paint schemes, stream overlays, iRacing camera packs, and more. Whiplash Media is also working on its presence in real racing, offering services such as photography, social media management, and public relations. Make sure you go to whiplash-media.com for more. Let's take a look at the race results. Actually, before we do that, well, yeah, let's take a look at the race results. And I'm so sorry, I forgot to say this. Our Pratt Tile and Stone Pole Award winner, Adrian Schumacher, went on to dominate today. And Pratt Tile and Stone is serving all your tiling needs since 2003. Of course, that's Andrew Pratt's amazing company that he has, and we put that in his name to shout him out for all the support he did for the series, to get as many drivers into the series and have a great time each week. And Andrew Pratt was a huge part of that, helping people find what they need or helping them financially. Or anyway, Andrew Pratt was one of the huge motivators of the process. So a huge shout out to him and Pratt, Tile, and Stone. To the race results, Adrian Schumacher says he won. Reese Schaefer did not finish second. Oh, sorry, that's practice results. That would make sense. So you look at the race results, right? Adrian Schumacher wins by 3.5 seconds. It's not indicative of what he could do today. He had a near 20-second advantage at one point in today's race. But Joseph Cossi comes from second. That's also not necessarily what we expected after his start and restart today. Finding the tire barrier multiple times, Joseph Cossi somehow comes out in second. Max Service for Team Swift Racing comes home third over Tyler Markle. Teammates third and fourth. Getting into it and allowing Schumacher to drive right on by. That was something. Jeremiah Stutzman comes home fifth. Seth Berger, Malenko sixth. Huge part of that restart pile up. Those two. But the biggest part of it was Reese Schaefer missing turn one, making contact with Seth Berger. Malco shot across the track, and it was on from there. Josh McClune comes home ninth. Kevin Thompson, 10th. One of the drivers in that playoff battle had a huge day today. That should be a good point today for Kevin Thompson. Andrew Pratt, 11th over Adam Gardner, 12th. A shout out for Adam Gardner. Jacob Zala will somehow finish on the lead lap in the 13th position. He hit everything but the pace car today. I think maybe the pace car hit him, to be perfectly honest. 14th position, we'll have Andrew St. Cor, and he'll have Devin Smith. Those are the first two drivers. One lap down. James Gilliard, 16th. Doug Solm, 17th. Eric Peck in 18th. Finding our way to the next page. Jason Miz, 19th. Kyle Lingerfeld will come home 20th. Looks like he did not seek out the finish of the race. He will be 18 laps down. Garrett Velzy, 21st, 22 laps down. Brandon Richardson, 22nd, 35 laps down. Farron Eliam Jr. had a rough day today. Finishing last, 23rd, 41 laps down. We got results. We got charity. We got Whiplash Media for the camera work today. Yeah, so I guess without further ado, a huge congratulations to Adrian Schumacher on a great race today. Again, I think this is a huge move in his direction, and is becoming an actual force in the playoffs. If this was just him winning Daytona and road courses and then not backing it up on ovals, I wouldn't be making such a big deal about it. But he's gotten faster and faster and faster each week on ovals as well, getting up there and battling it out in the top 5. Adrian Schumacher might have something to say about this title hunt before it's over. Make sure you tune in next Wednesday night, January 20th, 2021, 7:30 p.m. Eastern for the Outlaws Sim Series Round 21 at Lucas Oil Raceway. We continue to run to the playoffs. 6 races remaining. This has been Emerson on the call tonight. Stay safe. Stay warm. Have a good night. We'll see you next time.